I'm Dennis O'Hearn, the Dean of Liberal Arts at UTEP. Welcome to today's Constitution Day. This is something that we hold every year with the sponsorship of the Political Science Department. They do a great job. Of course, this year things will be a little bit different than usual because we're having to do it virtually instead of face-to-face. But I hope you learn a lot about your Constitution, your constitutional rights, and so on. In fact, what I'd like to do, just to begin things off, is to talk to you a little bit about your rights if you're stopped by the police. You do have rights, and it's increasingly important that we know what our rights are and what we can do. Being stopped by the police is a stressful experience, as you know, and it can go bad quickly. We want to be clear, the burden of de-escalation of a situation with the police doesn't fall on you, the private citizen. It falls on the police officers. However, you can't assume that officers will behave in a way that protects your safety or that they will respect your rights even if you assert them. You may be able to reduce the risk to yourself by staying calm and not exhibiting hostility toward the officers. The truth is that there are situations, we've seen them recently on so many platforms, where people have done everything they could to put an officer at ease, yet they still ended up being injured or killed. If you've been stopped by the police in public, you do have rights. You have the right to remain silent. For example, you don't have to answer any questions about where you're going, where you're coming from, what you are doing, where you live. If you wish to exercise your right to remain silent, just say so out loud. Tell the police officer. You don't have to consent to a search of yourself or your belongings. The police may pat down your clothing if they suspect a weapon, but do note that refusing consent may not stop the officer from carrying out a search against your will. But making a timely objection before or during the search can help preserve your rights in any future legal proceeding. If you're arrested by the police, you have the right to a government-appointed lawyer if you cannot afford one. You don't have to answer any questions. This is very important. You do not have to answer questions about where you were born, whether you're a U.S. citizen or not, or how you entered the country. You can reduce risk to yourself by staying calm. Don't run, resist, or obstruct the officers. Do not lie or give false documents. Keep your hands where the police can see them. If you're arrested or detained, say you wish to remain silent and ask for a lawyer immediately. Don't give any explanations or excuses. Don't say anything. Don't sign anything. Don't make any decisions without a lawyer. If you've been arrested by police, you have the right to make a local phone call. The police cannot listen if you phone a lawyer, but they can and often do listen if you call anyone else. If you believe your rights were violated, write down everything you remember, including the officer's badge number, the police patrol car number, which agency the officers were from, and any other details. Get contact information for witnesses. If you're injured, seek medical information, medical attention, immediately and take photographs of your injuries. File a written complaint with the agency's Internal Affairs Division or a civilian complaint board. In most cases, you can file an anonymous complaint if you wish. Now, here's something that's very important. We've seen this happen so much these days. What do you do if you think you're witnessing police abuse or brutality? First of all, stand at a safe distance. If possible, use your phone to record or video what is happening. As long as you do not interfere with what the officers are doing, and you don't stand close enough to obstruct their movements, you have the right to observe and record events that are plainly visible in public spaces. Don't try to hide the fact that you're recording. Police officers do not have a reasonable expectation of privacy when performing their jobs. Police officers may not confiscate or demand to view your photographs or video without a warrant, and they may not delete your photographs or video under any circumstances. If an officer orders you to stop recording or orders you to hand over your phone, you should politely but firmly tell them that you do not consent to doing so, and remind the officer that taking photographs or video is your right under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Be aware that some officers may arrest you for refusing to comply, even though their orders are illegal. The arrest would be unlawful, but you will need to weigh the personal risk of arrest against the value of continuing to record. Whether or not you're able to record everything, make sure to write down everything you remember, including the officer's badge and patrol car numbers, which agency the officers are from, how many officers were present, what their names were, any use of weapons, including less lethal weapons such as tasers or batons, and any injuries suffered by the person stopped. If you're able to speak to the person that was stopped by the police after the police leave, they may find your contact information helpful in case they decide to file a complaint or pursue a lawsuit against the officers. If you'd like to go over these things that I've been talking about, you can get these resources with the local ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, or go on their website, www.aclu.org, and you can find information about how to protect yourself and what your rights are under various circumstances, particularly those that involve the police. So I hope you have a great day with Constitution Day. I hope you learn a lot. There's much to learn. There's a lot in the Constitution. We're very proud of our faculty and the ability that they have to talk to you about various aspects of the Constitution and aspects about society and social problems in general. So have a great day. Hopefully next year we'll be able to see you in person. And perhaps for some of you, we'll see you right here on campus as a UTEP student. See you later. Bye.